Wassail Cancer, Wassail Cancer. So 2023 opens with a doozy. So Pluto and Venus at midnight GMT on the 1st of January will be in conjunction. That's the energy I've been picking up for ages but didn't understand it. So we're doing a reading that begins with how they affect the movement through, because Venus has been important in the eclipse tunnel, transforming into the evening star, and Pluto will be moving on the 23rd of March into Aquarius. I want to say bells. I wanted to say that I was picking up an energy of not seeing clearly as I went into your energy. What do I mean by that? Like squinting to see. So, bells for lovely Cancer. So I got the sense of, as this year opens Cancer, there's a kind of sense of like being in a holiday moment, being in a calm, and then being suddenly returned to the truth, returned to life, not the truth, returned to life. It feels like the year opens and you just want some easy peace, which it feels like you were in. There was a real smoothness to the energy rolling in. Maybe that squinting is like being in a dream, being in a daydream, and then being brought back to earth suddenly. So we're going to do this reading based on Pluto and Venus. You've also got the very last 29 degrees dark moon Lilith in your sign. So you should be feeling more empowered, and that might be why you're feeling so calm. And you've got Pallas Athena, and they're separating. So Pluto has got the energy of Stenkness, like meeting a dragon frequency, Nithhogir, and a new beginning. I'm getting 818, but there's something about the early part of the test that's not over, but it's still getting this energy of calm. It's like you've done your homework. It's like, test me then. And that's not an energy that I've been getting from you. Static needs, 66. And that feels as though it's beginning a new physical story. It's not like a spiritual story. This is about a new physical journey. I think if there's something about this calm, cardinal, emotional joy that's allowing the birth of a new physical framework for a new story for you this year. So, what's Cancer got from Venus? Oh, Venus is... what did it say? Venus is stirring up your past. Oh, Venus is returning the light and it's divine, and it's weathering. This is interesting. You have Swelgeness, and then you have hell, returning from darkness, and you've got Gobmouth, which is divine frequency, os, source energy, and then you've got hail and weathering. You've got to weather some kind of transformation, but it's interesting of how when the light returns, it's like bringing you out of some fracture and bringing you into a clarity, a divine clarity about a past issue. Oh, and now I'm getting a really high frequency in that ear that just came in. I need to ask about Dark Moon Lilith. Yeah, so this journey that you're doing at the moment with Dark Moon Lilith separating in Cancer is bringing this energy of being unbound to clear your personal Yggdrasil tree, being unbound from an emotional stuckness of the past. It's almost, let me just look. Because I am getting this energy of Venus being, the trickier of the two energies. Like Pluto is working more effectively with you than necessarily Venus. She's returning your light, but I feel there's something about that sort of squinting business where it's like you've got to get used to the light. But what is the light? The light is your cardinal emotions, and this Dark Moon Lilith has been in your sign, has been empowering you to own the cardinal emotions, to feel that energy, to strengthen you. But it's almost too bright, the light. And Pluto is trying to encourage you, almost, see the show of Pluto pushing you into the light. You're being returned to the light. It's rather than the light returning to you, you're being shoved into the light. And that's the awakening. You've already empowered yourself. You're feeling comfortable. You're feeling renewed as the year begins, and then you're being shoved really hard by Pluto. He's like, no, you've gone this far, go a bit further. Really poking at you. There's something about the combination of Venus and Pluto that helps you to weather this new beginning. So let's go into the Alchemy of Astrology and see just what we get. Just what we get. Let's see what we get. Yeah, Aquarius. So it's like the year begins. Have I actually got 23 hidden in here somewhere? No, not obviously. 23rd of March is when you're going to get shoved further into this light. So that holiday sense as the year begins will be really quite nice, and then it all starts to ramp up. We have rusted, which is house 2, old possessions, south node. These are ancient. They're like, there's something to do with things that were an inheritance or a lost inheritance, or something you expected through family that didn't materialize. After this moment, that's when this transformation takes place. So spring equinox energy is what will bring forwards this new frequency, and the energy of Taurus is coming across not as a fixed earth energy, but more the alchemy of the kind of thickening of your new experience. There's a real sense that you're gonna get off a lot on the joy of Pluto in Aquarius. Boil is coming across as a wound, and it's that inheritance energy again. Is there something which you felt you were meant to get, a missed inheritance? It's time to lance that. It's time to let the poison out and flow with the new energy, flow with the new Godmouth. You've been weathering something which has become an emotional trouble for you, is I guess the best way to see it. And you're being empowered to unbind from that, to reassert your emotions. So between the materializing and the magic is this thickening of a new emotional reality for you. I'm going to go with this deck next. I'm quite surprised that we didn't see Edel. It's not on the bottom of the deck, is it? No, the All rune is on the bottom of the deck, which is opportunity overriding through this. But the point of it is new energies are available, but you've got to work out your unbinding. There's a real sense of an amplification of your journey in the spring, on the equinox. Cracking that swelginess, breaking through, finding the strength. There's something like a support network, something that you have been relying on to hold you alive, hold you up. And you need to realize that that's part of something that you've weathered and you can crack through, because you don't need that support. The support you need is your own cardinal emotions. I'm not taking those, but look here. It's this energy of being recharged, crack through. Noisy planes don't usually go overhead. I want you to observe this kind of energy, that it's the same frequency coming in. It's lancing the boil, it's popping the rust, breaking free of that tarnished mask from the past. Gold. Always believe in your soul. You're indestructible. Always believe in. You are gold. Gold. That's the energy. It's it's got that frequency of moving into, what do I want to say? I mean, it's like this energy keeps coming across as the movement of threads of quicksilver magic coming through. This is golden. This is a different kind of, maybe gold is emotional magic. I don't know, but I'm seeing rivulets of golden threads, the golden consciousness. It's like they're being recharged within you. And we have the Queen of Batons. I feel like this is moving into an energy of emotional passion, but also like new employment or business opportunities in the spring. And then you've got the Two of Batons. It's not coming across as boredom, it's coming across as January, February, March. It's coming across as the dying days of the winter of your own discontent. The light is coming back. You're being recharged emotionally with this golden fluidity reaching down to you. So, this is immediately coming across as this. More than about being temperance, it's coming across more as a kind of Aquarius, Ganymede, the water bearer frequency. Again, it's just saying your emotions will flow into a new language when Pluto moves. And then it's cardinal emotions, it's significant. It's a massive frequency that's almost like you're being driven by the river of the Godmouth to be the first to receive this golden threads of new emotional consciousness through the crown chakra. They're showing me this, and being the shepherdess, if you want to call it, to drive that golden cardinal emotional hell-given light back. But I do sense that you don't want it. It's not that you don't want it. You're slightly apprehensive, even as I'm talking, like there's some kind of massive responsibility on your shoulders to wake the world up. And yeah, maybe there is. Virgo's got to sort out all the bloody song lines as they walk about. So I would be honoured if I were you. I'm going to go with the golden deck, because we're talking about this golden frequency that feels... So I'm being shown like Frankenstein's monster and all the wires kind of plugged in. That's the fear. You fear that when these cardinal golden threads of destiny start to come through you, that you're going to feel a bit sort of transformed. Made up of all the pieces of everybody else because you're the first to receive this energy. There, look, this is coming across again as the sort of Frankenstein's monster, like the outsider. The point of the devil card energy is it's about, so they're saying it's about being a spiritual being angelic in your emotions, but here on the earth. And they're saying it's not a fallen angel. It's exactly where it's meant to be. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So golden threads of consciousness. Yeah, 9, you are the divine conduit for this energy. You are Dr. Frankenstein. You are picking over the cadavers of lost emotions in others as this golden thread of consciousness comes down. It's interesting there, actually. I'm being drawn to the fact that this is a collective frequency, a new tune being played through the divine threads of consciousness into the real world. And there's 9, you are in your sovereignty. That 10th coin, this somehow is the really important one, comes as you reach out to restore the emotions to the collective. Look, we've been doing readings for ages, and your emotions have been off. They've not been functioning in the way you want, and you've been too easily bruised, and that's something to do with this fear of the responsibility. On the wings of love, there's something about a frequency pouring out, bringing an ending, changing, transforming. It's over. It was the trouble of having too much earth energy in your emotions, silting them, clouding them. There's the thing. That's the squinty eye vision. You couldn't see through the emotions because they were full of silt and mud and clay and dirt from the earth. And that's all being cleansed. That's all being transformed this year. Oh, bend the card. You are the conduit. You are the conduit for this golden thread of consciousness. Interesting. So, this wonderful, it's like being queen bee. I know they're nests, but they're showing me them as being the new consciousness conduit, bringing in new cardinal emotions, expressing cardinal emotions, sharing cardinal emotions. And this 8 of Wands, I'm just curious, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because there's a kind of absence of speed in this. This is coming back again to that calm. And it's bringing you, I think Leo ended with this energy of being a leader in your elemental art, a leader in your emotional predisposition, your understanding of the journey of these new emotions that, at first, you don't want to go into the light. But once you're in that light, it's so warming that you want so much to share it. You want so much to share it. And we're coming in with the King of Swords, being the energy of, like the spirit of the age is backing you. The spirit of the age is seeking you to awaken the world to a new sense of how to be calmly, beautifully emotional. And I don't think you've been comfortable with that for a while. And it's all coming, like your cardinal element of water is keying up, is becoming ready. So, that's exciting. I love the idea of these new emotions, feelings that we haven't had for a long time. We're in air epoch, and the next epoch will be water in 200 years. But it means that the emotional languages already start picking up. They already begin transforming. We already begin to understand emotions in another way. So, there you go, Cancer. Wassail beautiful.